everybody. Hi. Hey, sis.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, I am doing really good. I'm doing so
Good.
good. I'm really just excited about the weather today. It's just a beautiful day today. I'm so glad the weather picked up. I'm just really, it's a good day to have a good
I don't
day.
know. The weather was a little iffy today, and it's still
Yeah.
it's like sunny 1 minute, cloudy the next,
Mm-hmm.
drizzling a little bit, cloudy, sun. It's like okay. I feel I
Was.
always tell everybody we have all the seasons now, like in 1 week. In 1 week,
This is definitely the top of that. Yep.
Yeah, but what do you do, right? It's spring, right? It's spring again. We're happy about that, right?
Yes, I'm excited. The sun is still
Yes.
out. It is like what? It's a little late in the afternoon and the sun is still out. Usually around this time, it would have been dark already.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that always just
they're talking about
makes you feel good.
they're talking about getting rid of the daylight saving.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. How do you get rid of daylight
Yeah.
saving?
Well, they're where we don't you know how the time goes up where it'll stay that way. So where the daylight, see how it stays you get the sunlight for a while, like even though it's getting later, we won't be falling back. So I think it starts, I think next year, don't quote me, look into it more, but from what I gather, next year, around this time, it'll just be even flow. We won't be falling back.
I did not hear that. I'm definitely going to look into that.
Yeah.
I think having that keeps everyone, prepared for the season change. So
yeah, we've been doing it our whole lives.
Not to have it.
That's the only thing.
I don't know.
That's the only thing, because we've been doing it our whole lives.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely going to research that, but I'm still definitely really excited about today, especially since we're having our little spring collaboration,
Yes, beauty and lifestyle inspiration.
Okay. It's been a long time coming. I love when we get to have chit chats and stuff. I think we have a lot to offer.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're going to get started. For those of you who do not know, or I didn't say it already, my name is Imani Welch. I am known as Imani K.BEAUTY. I am a beauty blogger, or right now I'm considered a clean beauty advocate. I'm so sorry for the background noise.
It's okay. Listen, that's life, right?
Trucks are just passing by. This is what happens when you're facing the street. You hear everything. But yes, I'm a beauty advocate. I'm a beauty blogger. I've always really just been interested in the skincare, beauty field. I did go to school for beauty, and it kind of just stuck. And I'm just really excited to really just take that back on over the past couple of years. So I'm excited just to share a couple of things about that and some other things as well that I dabble in today's chat. I'm so excited.
Yes.
What about you?
Well, I am the creative and CEO of Very Unique Designs. And I operate a graphic design business in which there are two divisions. And one division is my online presence and shop, which has home goods, accessories, and apparel wear. And then I do the custom marketing. So I'm the source for custom marketing needs. And I take your visions and transform them into reality. So that is what I do. And I'm happy to be here with our beauty advocate, Miss Imani K. Welch.
And I'm so happy that you're here too. I love it. And I am a loyal.
You are.
Y'all, if y'all don't listen, I'm not just being biased, okay? Like my sister, she's my sister. She has some amazing products. She's so gifted. When did this start? Well, should I share that? I guess we could share it. Way back when I had a special event going on. I think I took to you to make my invitations and everything. I was just like blown away by everything you had. She's just so organized, y'all. We're gonna talk about that.
Thank you.
Talk about that.
Oh, wow.
Yes, yes, yes. She's just a girl. So we're gonna start with. You want to go? You want to start talking about your stuff, or
Well, basically, this is spring 2022.
yes,
And I do have some new items that I have online.
yes,
Actually, for Women's History Month, because this is what we're doing this all for.
yes,
I have
yes.
new items. Let's give it up first of all for Women's History
Right? How
Month.
could I forget?
Yes,
Yes, because this is in
yes,
recognition of that. Yes,
absolutely. So we just give
right.
props to our Black women out there, our
Yes,
Caucasian women, our Asian women, women of all ethnicities that are doing their things, that are making history even today. So
yes,
we celebrate you, we honor you on today. And so
yes.
we have
Absolutely.
taken the time to create some designs um, to salute and celebrate women of color for Women's History on the online shop. And so there you'll find a variety of t-shirts, home goods
Mhm.
like throw pillows,
Ooh,
makeup pouches. I know you like things like
I love it.
that. Phone cases also. Just a variety of things.
I got one, sis.
You do let me. Oh,
You know, I
I
take this
actually I
everywhere I go.
have
I was
that
supposed to
tea.
post a picture. I forgot to post a picture, but I promise I am going
Like
to
since
post
last year, but it's okay.
You got, honey. I keep forgetting. You know,
It's so
this is
it's
my
all good. I thank you
favorite.
for showing the love. I have that. Well, I have it in charcoal gray, but it comes in different colors. And so hold that
I
up
know you
again.
have
That's
chocolate.
one of the designs. This is actually an older design that's online, but it does come in our makeup pouch.
I love
It
this. It's so
comes,
spacious.
yeah, and there's a bigger size to that. That's actually a smaller
Really?
size.
I didn't know you had a girl. I need
Yeah.
that big one, girl.
Yeah,
Because
a
I
person
thought
like
this
me, I
was
need
big. I
more.
got a lot of stuff in here.
A little goes a long way. And it's not, and
Yes.
there's a bigger one. So if you're the type of person that like to jam a lot of stuff in your
Yes.
bags and cosmetics, like I'm a
Okay.
beauty junkie. So
That's good to know. I'm
yeah,
definitely going to get that one. I need that in my life.
they have, yeah, that's on there. And I have actually I have a tea to that too, and just other items that has that design. So online, I have designs that again, you can get a mug, a standard
Yeah.
mug, a latte mug, socks. You can get weekender bags, things of that nature that go with this particular design. I
I love
have
that.
one of the items in celebration of Women's History Month. It was called highly pigmented queen. Highly pigmented
I
queen.
love
And let me
that.
just show you.
Highly pigmented. Come
Highly,
on.
highly.
Highly pig. I like
Yeah.
that, girl.
That melanin is running real deep.
Listen.
And so
Listen. Ooh.
you like that. And all of my items you'll see all of my t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, they come in various colors. So
yeah. Okay.
this
I
is
like that.
one of them.
Perfect for the spring.
Yeah. So that's one. And there's a lot of other ones that I don't have here with me on site, but they are online. And so you can go on there on I am LaverneSBerry.com. Click on the shop button up top. It'll take you to my store where you can shop all of these lifestyle products. And I call them lifestyle products because there's a message, there's a word, there's meaning behind each of these t-shirts that are created. Each of these, and not like I said, each of these designs, that are created come from a place of inspiration. It may be a sermon that I've heard somewhere, my life story, something that happened in my friend's life. And so they're relatable to people, whether they be spiritual or natural. And I believe that they bring life to people. So I consider it not just what we view everyday use, but it's everyday use with value, and it has message and meaning behind them.
Yes,
So
I love that. And that's one thing
yes,
that I
yeah.
love because you know it's a trend now to have all these inspirational t-shirts and things like that, but not everyone is giving you like a real message. And that's one thing I really thought was unique. Hello. No,
Very
pun
unique.
intended. About your designs is because it's always, you know, intentional, you know, about what you're saying. You know, there's a message behind it. There's scripture, and sometimes it's just simply, you know, motivational or inspirational.
Right. Thank you.
And I love the graphic too. Everybody, sometimes you just want one word, and that's cool too. But then sometimes you can really convey what you're trying to say when you actually have a nice graphic design or visual aid to go along with it. So I really think that was so cool. That's why I have so many of your shirts, girl.
Thank you. And that's part of just the whole creative side of me. I've always been a creative person, from singing to doing hair to going to FIT, just a lot of different things. And I finally kind of came full circle at some point after I graduated and decided this is kind of what I want to do. I want to move into entrepreneurship. You know, so eventually that's what happened. Right after school, I was just kind of like designing stuff for friends and for people at the church, doing different things. So a lot of pro bono work, which is great to do because it helps build up your skill and credibility for people that see what you're doing. It helps build relationship with people and give you those clients that you will need as you move on and grow into your business. So it was a building process, and I'm still growing, but you know, it all started from there. And then now I'm kind of like doing a lot more. Now I'm getting what I was doing pro bono for. Now I'm able to get paid for it. Thank God. So I thank you for your support against us.
Of course. I mean, listen, I love it. I've always been that person to support, you know, whether I knew you or not. But if I believe that what you're sharing is meaningful and it's hot, I love what I'm seeing, I'm going to do my best to support, especially women of color, you know, Black owned businesses and supporting Black owned businesses, especially women bosses. I think that's just so dope. Like, it's just so hot. And we need to continue to do that. And not too many of us are doing that, but I think we're getting better. I think the light bulb has gone off in a lot of our minds now. And we as a people, we as a culture, we as women, just Black people in general, I think we're finally getting it. You know, that it's so important that we uplift and build each other up and push. There's room out here for all of us.
Yes.
We don't need to pull each other down. We don't have to be like crabs in a barrel. I believe there's a place for all of us. I don't care if you do a t-shirt, your t-shirt is different from this person's t-shirt. I'm still going to purchase it.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, everybody's vision and goal may be different. So it's like, there's always going to be room for more. I don't care.
I like that.
I don't know. I may come out with a t-shirt line. And, you know, I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I
listen, go ahead. I'll support you.
Well, I know who to go to. You know,
and speaking of support, and there was one thing that you mentioned, and I think it's believing in what a person is doing that makes a person buy into it. If they believe in what you're doing, they're going to support you. And my sister, who is the beauty clean advocate, that is one thing she does. She does these videos and all kinds of things. I always tell her, you're a little bit more famous in that area. I'm trying to work it out. But she really believes in what she does when it comes to beauty care. And I have some items now that I've purchased from her from the beauty counter. So just tell us a little bit about that, the beauty counter.
Thank you. It's actually almost my 1-year anniversary being a partner with Beauty Counter. I just realized that. Thank you.
Yes.
I was like, wait a minute, it's 2022. But yes, I was blessed to be reached out to like a few years ago, actually, if I can be honest. And a dear friend of mine who didn't know she was in the business reached out to me about it. And at first I was like a little skeptical because, you know, I thought about some other brands and my past experiences. And, you know, of course, during that time, you know, we're all locked down because of COVID. You know, a lot of us, you know, were unable to work, unfortunately, and was just, you know, trying to just make it. And I just felt like, you know, after hearing from her again, like a year later, that perhaps this was definitely, you know, a blessing in disguise. And once I learned more about Beauty Counter, I was like blown away because I didn't really realize what they were about. And it was definitely something that I was already entertaining on a personal journey, which is, you know, starting to get rid of things that are toxic and being more aware and knowledgeable about what I use in my own household, products that I use on my skin, especially for women of color. Because for those of you who don't know, women of color, we have the highest toxicity load. So it's very, unfortunately, easy for us to succumb to certain ailments and sicknesses if we aren't careful or mindful about the products that we put on our skin, even the foods that we eat, as you know, some of us already know, that can lead to certain sicknesses or, you know, things that are rare, you know, like cancer and things like that. Oh, this is a rare cancer, or this is a rare sickness, and we don't have a cure for that. And it starts to make you think, well, why is that? You know, so when Beauty Counter came to my attention, I realized after doing my research and reading that this is like more than just another brand that's trying to sell you makeup and skincare and body care and self-care and personal care. This is a serious movement. And to see so many women of color be a part of this beauty brand, that's what drew me in. And to see that they're going to Capitol Hill to get legislation laws changed, I was like, okay.
Awesome.
They are like the owner and CEO, Gren Refuge. Shout out to her. She just had a birthday, actually. Woo, she's amazing. She's a mom. She's a wife. And, you know, even though she is my Caucasian counterpart, she is so anointed, I believe. And she's so tapped in about the needs of the BIPOC community, which is, you know, Black, Indian, you know, Black, the whole women of color, you know, community, people of color, brown skin, you know, whatever. And it just made me realize that she understood that women of color are no longer an afterthought. And so saying all that to say, that's what drew me in. And God blessed me to be a part of it. They reached out to me and wanted me to be a partner. They liked what I was doing on my own, you know, beauty page, Imani K.BEAUTY on Instagram and YouTube. And that just made me feel so good. It made me feel like, okay, my doing this is not in vain, and that, you know, people are really paying attention to what I'm doing and what I have to say. So that's what made me just, you know, feel really good about it. I do use their products for myself. I don't just tell people about it. I do use their products, and I really make sure that I highlight women of color when I do use certain products to let them know that it does work, it does accommodate you, it's clean, it's cruelty free, and it's just so much. I can go on and on and on, but that's basically what I am doing right now, along with just talking about makeup and other brands as well. I think it's just really important to just underscore how important it is to be more conscious of, you know, the products that we put on our skin. Even if you don't use Beauty Counter, we are the leaders in clean. Like a lot of beauty brands are now following suit because of us. So that does say a lot. But there are other beauty brands that are great too. So I'm not just going to say only use Beauty Counter, but I'm just saying that we are the leaders in clean. And if you're interested, please hit me up. I would love to share more. I am going to share a couple of products because it's the spring. And I feel like these are my favorite products from Beauty Counter that I consider my holy grail, that I use almost every day because they work well for my melanin. And I just want to share that because they're great for the spring and summer months, especially if you consider yourself to be a minimalist and you don't like a lot of stuff on your skin, but you want to feel, still nice and clean and feel like a lady. And, I got you. All right. So one thing I'm going to share really quickly by Beauty Counter, I think is great for women who are of a certain age, women who may have, if you do know your skin type, if you are, let's say like me, I consider myself dry to combination skin. And basically what that means is when you wash your face, right? And once it dries, the water is gone, your face feels a little tight, just a little bit. That's how you know you have dry skin, naturally dry skin, and your skin needs that moisture.
Interesting.
And technically, that typically happens on the outskirts of your face. It can be a little tight, and then sometimes in your what we call the T-zone may be a little oily. But for the most part, you feel like your face is a little tight, like, ooh, that's how you can tell that you have dry skin. So one of my favorite products that I'm a little biased, but I love this collection is the Counter Time collection. And it's in this beautiful glass pink bottle with the rose gold top. And this is actually an oil cleanser. I think personally, this will work with any skin type because it's just so refreshing. And don't let the word oil scare you because I promise you, you will not be oily.
I was thinking that.
Really, people like, oh, oil, girl.
Some people like a little mist, though. Some people like a little mist, in the summertime, that, moisture.
But this is a cleanser.
Right.
This is a cleanser. So I think for anyone, before you start your day, use a good cleanser is always number one.
Yeah.
A good cleanser. Please don't use soap, ladies. Please don't use soap.
If you do, make sure Imani doesn't know.
Well, if it's a soap, make sure it's a face
I don't
soap.
use soap.
It's catered for your face.
Yeah.
Because they do have some soaps that is made for your face. It's called a face soap. So if it doesn't say face soap, don't
educate us. Educate us on this.
I'm telling you. So yeah, it's an oil cleanser. And I think that's one of the basic things. If you don't have a skincare routine or regimen, one of the first things you should always at least have a cleanser and a toner, which is the next item I'm going to show you from Beauty Counter. This is from the Counter Time collection as well. You can hear it. It's so beautiful. Aesthetically, it looks beautiful on any vanity, I promise you.
Sis, is there a difference? Is there a difference between routine and regimen?
Absolutely. There's definitely a difference between a routine and a regimen. A routine, as we all know, like if you have, a routine that you go to work every day or a routine that you do when you clean your house, it's something that you do consistently every single day. So that's what I think you should have when you have a regimen. And a skincare regimen is what you use to help you with your skincare goals. So for me, my regimen and routine is using a really good cleanser, a toner, and a moisturizer. That's my regimen. And then my routine is that I do that every single day. That's how you differentiate a routine and a regimen. And some people's regimen may be 4 steps. Some people's regimen may be 5 steps. And I know right now there is a little bit of a debate about whether or not is it really that serious to have like 25 steps to your skincare routine. And sometimes I do agree with some of those, but then again, I have to think about it. It depends on the individual. Maybe the individual has some serious skin
issues. Yeah.
They may have some skin issues. They may have some skin goals, and they may have to take certain steps every single day or maybe every other day if that's their routine to make sure that they acquire and reach those goals. But for me, if you're new to having a skincare regimen and you would like to have one, the first, at least 3 things your skin definitely needs, scientifically proved, has been proven, is to have a good cleanser, a toner, and at least a moisturizer. Okay. I won't get too much into serums because that's always been a good conversation that people email me and message me about. Should I use a moisturizer or should I use a serum or should I use both? You know,
right.
And personally, sometimes I do use both. Right. But again, it is all predicated on what your skincare goals are. And these are the type of things that I just really love to talk about. Like the more I learn and the more I get, the more I share.
And I like that. Say that again.
The more I learn, the more I share. Did I say it right?
The more I learn, the more I get,
the more I learn, the more I get, the more I share.
Yeah.
And that's all that it's really been for me. You know, this started years ago where I just would wear regular Walmart makeup because I was on a budget and I just love Walmart or Walgreens makeup, you know, CoverGirl. I love all that stuff, you know, and there's nothing wrong with it. But, you know, again, you just have to be mindful of the ingredients, okay? Because a lot of these major companies, you'll be surprised, sorry to say, they may not always be aware of the ingredients that are in their products. Right, you know, they just see it as a good selling point and just manufacture it. And it's like, wait a minute, we need to go back.
Right. I remember you having this seminar. I remember you having this seminar and you were asking people the different things that were in their products and it just got really crazy.
I remember
because
that
it was like, okay, what do we use? Like, okay, you know what? I don't know what to use now. Like, I'm gonna use water. By the time you might have got finished stripping us of everything, it was like, okay. No Bath and Body Works? Like, no.
I know.
Yeah, it was.
Girl, I was even shocked. Trust me, I'm still learning. I love Bath and Body Works, but when I researched a lot of my favorite products, I was shocked. I was blown away. And I also provided you all with a resource.
Yeah.
There's an amazing skincare resource called EWG. It's a certified website where you can, in an app, where you can scan your products that you're interested in possibly purchasing. Yeah. And it'll tell you right away if it's how high up, kind of maybe up there, kind of borderline dangerous for you to use. Especially if it's something that you use consistently. And I think that was, I guess, the question mark. You know, like, well, so if I use it, I'm gonna get sick. You know, but
I'm gonna die tomorrow because I don't use so much Bath and Body Works. Right. But it's like,
no. I said, I mean, I wouldn't want to say that, but if there's a percentage of a ingredient that's known to get people sick, why would you want to use it anyway? That's how I look at it. And it was very difficult because I had so much Bath and Body stuff. I just threw it all out. I threw it all out because I didn't want to take that risk, especially women who are of a certain age. We're doing, well, I'll speak for myself. I'm doing as much as I can to be intentional about staying as healthy and as aware as I can. So, you know, even if it concerns beauty, like if you're somebody who's not a makeup wearer, then you're good. But you're somebody that washes, I hope.
Right.
So we look at body care you're using, deodorant especially, which brings me to another, if I can add this in really quickly, we also have our own deodorant. It's called the Deo.
That did I know that?
I
don't know if I knew you did. Okay.
It smells so good. And we have, you can take it out and replace it. It's
so how do you really like that? Because that's kind of been my thing, like during the pandemic. I was on this whole path of doing everything natural, trying to eat better, Lord help me.
Yeah,
Still on this
all
beaten
the
path.
time. Yeah.
But that was one of the things too with deodorant, making sure that you get the right, because they do have natural ones out there, but how well do they hold you? How good are they with that's the thing. So
and that was my concern too. It's like, all right, I love Beauty Counter, but that may not work for me. But the only way I would know is if I try it. And again, I'm not saying that I use everything from Beauty Counter. I'm saying that what their mission is what drew me. And I love that. And just because it doesn't work for me doesn't mean it's not going to work for you. Everybody's body type, the chemicals in your body are different. So I'm just promoting the fact that I am supporting, or I have been partnered with a major brand that started this whole movement that now other major beauty brands are jumping on the bandwagon for. And that makes me proud. I feel good that I was
you should be
start. And they haven't been around that long, but now they are known all over the world. Celebrities are now highlighting them. Recently, Jeannie Mai from The Real did a video with her mom using the Counter Time collection. And she was pregnant at the time. So I was like, oh my God, because I love Jeannie Mai. She's like low-key one of my favorite celebrities. And I was just blown away when we had our meeting and a video dropped of her doing on Instagram a video of her and her mom doing their skincare routine together in the bathroom. I was like, this is so awesome.
That's so dope.
Beauty Counter is now becoming a household name, and it's just amazing. So even if you don't use Beauty Counter, at the end of the day, Imani K.BEAUTY is all about sharing clean beauty, period. Clean beauty, period. There's other products that I do still enjoy that, Beauty Counter doesn't have. But
this is one of them, jellies.
Oh, you got
the jellies. Love the jellies. I purchased from Beauty. Yes. Girl. I love and I was telling her that one thing that I do like about the products that I've purchased from Beauty Counter is that a little goes a long way.
Like, it does. It does.
You don't need a lot.
They're high performing.
Yeah.
A little goes a long way, and they're high performing, and it's worth the investment. I think your skin is worth it. I feel like if you can pamper yourself to these luxurious trips and clothes and things like that, then you deserve to treat yourself to some luxurious skincare that's gonna last you. You know how long I had this? It's almost a year, and I have so much more to go.
I believe you.
I believe you. Like, you get your money's worth, and it really, and you see the difference if you use it consistently. So it's
I had
amazing.
A hand lotion too that I was using that I still have. Like really gets in the cracks.
My
and
mom loves it too. My mom has the hand lotion as well. And she loves it. And it has vitamin C in it. It has properties in there that helps with fine lines. Like, every product that we have is intentional to help you perfect any imperfections of your skin, whether it's your face, your body, your hands. We have things for children. We have things for babies. We have products for men. Hello.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
You got stuff for babe. Okay, babe. Dad, you hear that? We got stuff for babe. So you got a babe. We got
something for you.
Okay. Because I got a friend, and her husband, she loves the charcoal soap. She was like, he is obsessed with the charcoal soap. He loves the beard, the moisturize. Like, I said, okay. If I had a man, I'd give him some too. Lord, y'all pray for us. You pray for me. Listen. Okay. But one more product before I don't want to take up too much time. But since we're talking about spring, and I'm all about making sure, as melanin women, that we stay as, beautiful and just dewy and just, fresh faced and healthy as possible, I have to talk about one of my favorite tinted moisturizers. It's called the Dew Skin. Y'all, honey, baby.
It's really
this
good.
Right here, it's so good. And even though it looks small, I have again, like Laverne, my girl said, a little goes a long way.
Does go a long way.
And bonus, it has SPF in it.
I always make sure that is a must for me when I get different products for my face, that it has at least 15, at least.
Yes. This has, I don't have my glasses on, y'all. I have to put my glasses on real quick. This has, turn around the other way. This is filled with, hold on, where is it? This is 30. This is 30.
That's good. Yeah, that's a good one.
And for some reason, there's this, I guess, myth that melanin women or men, we don't need to wear sunscreen. But that's not true. That's more reason. I mean, we may not have the same exposure issues as our white counterpart.
Yeah.
But we still need to wear, SPF. We still need sunscreen.
And so not just in the summer. Not just in the summer.
Around. The sun is always out. When it's cold, the sun is out. When it's lukewarm, the sun is out. And when it's summertime, that's even more reason for you to wear sunscreen. And I know it's not something we think about. We only think about sunscreen when we're going on vacation or we're on the beach. But it's so necessary to wear sunscreen. And what I love about our Dew Skin is that you get 3 things in one. You get your moisturizer, you get a little bit of foundation because it's tinted, so you get a little color, and you get your SPF. So it's like, this is like the
So is there anything right now far as any freebies or giveaways that you're doing right now? I know for me, actually today I posted a Share the Love.
I saw that.
And
I like that.
Those that view my page on Instagram and on Facebook, Very Unique Designs. Designs is actually with a Z, just in case you didn't know. But it's Very Unique Designs. And if you go on, you can participate in this contest. And there's 3 questions. It's very simple. You answer those and it enters you into a contest to be able to win a fabulous t-shirt on behalf of Women's History Month. So I admonish you to go on, share with a woman that you admire, and put something dope about yourself in the comments as a woman. Big yourself up, be your biggest cheerleader. So sis, what are you doing? What's something that you have that's a freebie or giveaway that you want to present to customers?
I love that. I'm gonna try to do that too. Well, right now, the most I would love, well, I always do this, but it'll be free to whoever wins, would be to present you with like a little skincare goodie bag. For those of you who are serious and interested in switching to cleaner and safer beauty, I would provide you free shipping and all that. Because usually when people ask for samples and stuff, they gotta, you gotta pay a little fee, but it'll be free for the winner, obviously. And in order for them to get the free sample and some other little goodies, they would just need to take a really quick and easy skincare quiz so that I would know what their skin type is. So I would know what to send them before I send it out to them, obviously. And for those of you who don't know, I also dabble in making bracelets for a couple of years now. So which is called Farfalla Oasis bracelet. And I make handcrafted bracelets. And these are some that I made.
Those are so pretty.
With the springtime. I have a few more that's on my Etsy site. I know I have like this blurred background. I'm still not sure how to take that off, but I hope you can see it. So
I love that turquoise.
You love
it looks like something. I think when I saw that, I told you it reminded. One of the t-shirts actually that I did. I'm a praise and worship leader. We both are praise and worship leaders.
Yeah.
And so I do have a line for worship. And I was telling her, I think does it have a peach in it? or salmon.
Yes, it's like a
and I
it's
was
like
like,
a peach tassel.
I was like, that would go so perfect with this tee here. And it simply says, the music stops, my worship continues. It's that,
I
yeah.
love that.
So I was like, oh, I'm going to get that to rock with my shirt. So
Please
listen,
do.
make sure you remember me, send me an invoice.
I got you.
Yeah, because a lot of different, anybody that knows me or follows me, I do faith and fashion on Fridays.
Yes.
And so what I do is different accessories, like what she has on right now, different accessories. It could be jewelry, caps, blazers. I put those things together with the t-shirts or sweatshirts or hoodies. And
Right.
I show people how they can kind of collaborate.
Yes.
They're wearing t-shirts. A lot of times people just wear their t-shirts around the home and stuff, but you can style t-shirts.
You sure can. Make it fashionable. Make it fun.
They're very fashionable. Now people are wearing them very fashionable. Mine's come in all colors, cuts, sizes, styles for men and women. And so you can jazz it up with a bracelet like that or a blazer, or some earrings, things like that. And really, really make it work. So yeah, kudos to you. Make sure you send that invoice.
So you can stack these and stack it with your t-shirt. You can, if you're a person that likes minimal, you can take one off. But I'm just, sharing some new ways you can rock some of my spring collection. And, a lot of these are limited editions. So it's one and done. And before I start restocking and just starting fresh for the next season. So once it's gone, it's gone. So you got to jump on it while you can. Because thank God I have people, purchasing, thank God. So one more time, this is what, some of the new pieces that I made look like. I'm all about inspiration. I'm all about motivation. My bracelets are very unique and simplistic, vibrant, sometimes bold. For the most part, they are stretchy bracelets, so they can accommodate most wrists. If you want something custom made, definitely email me. I'll leave all that information down below so that it can accommodate your wrist. But for the most part, it's one size fits most. But I will include randomly one of my bracelets also in the giveaway as well. And we'll leave how you can participate in our giveaway as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it, sis. I love it. So I have a couple of more things that I want to show. And then we want to discuss a little bit about woman, since it's Women's History Month, right?
Yes.
So I have another tee that was designed for the spring, and it says private prayers, public miracles. And
I love that.
This actually comes again in different styles, cuts, hoodies, sweatshirt, t-shirts, premium, tri-blend, v-neck, scoop. No, seriously, for men and for women. And again, like I said, a lot of these sayings, again, come from different messages that I've heard from different people that I've been inspired by. Sometimes they come from things that I'm going through personally, a particular event or experience that happens in my life. And I give you the message through it and hope that it's a blessing to you. And I was on the road to going natural and eating better. And so during the pandemic, a lot of new designs were birthed. And one of them was called Embracing My Natural Beauty. Yeah. I have this also again. This comes in hoodie. This comes in sweatshirt. And this particular t-shirt comes from a line called BGI. BGI is Black Girl Influence. And so there are different t-shirts that deal with women of color, all different shades, colors, sizes. We're going to be doing some fluffy sisters and things like that on our t-shirts, but just a variety mix of Black women and their daily lives and different things that they're doing. And so you'll find words of empowerment and celebration. And so this was Embracing My Natural Beauty. And we also have a mug that goes along with it. So if you're a morning Joe person like me,
love it.
you love coffee like I do, pray for my deliverance.
Yes, my mama does.
This is a mug. This is t-shirt as well that goes along with it. So you can always find something to accommodate something else online in the shop. So that's one item or another item.
I love that.
This is another praise and worship special, I call it. My praise and worship collection. And it says, you summon what you serenade.
Oh, yeah.
Summon what you serenade. So we all serenade. When we're in church, we're serenading Christ. We're worshiping him. We're praising him. So his presence is there to fill the room because we summoned him there. So you have to be very careful what you summon.
Amen.
Be very careful because you may summon something that doesn't need to be around, doesn't need to be in your life, does not need to be acknowledged. And so this is another one of our praise and worship line tees. And one more thing I wanted to mention. So during this past summer, I started what I call bud boxes. And for right now, these are really only available when I'm out doing vending events. And the bud box pretty much consists of different items on the shop. You can get them a la carte, but the bud box has it paired together with other things. So this particular design is called It's All About the Bag. It's all about the bag. So
yes,
us women, working women or workpreneurs, as I call it, where you're holding down a 9 to 5 while you are building your empire. So right now it's all about the bag. This is a tote. This is one of our bigger totes. We have different sizes. This tote comes with it. Then we also have the makeup zip pouch, which you can buy this in a bigger size.
I love that.
We have the mug. Okay.
That's so nice.
And then we have the tea. Then we have our tea. That also goes with it. So these bud boxes, depending on what's in them, can run anywhere from $40 and up. So, Mother's Day is coming. Spring is here. Birthdays. I'm definitely thinking about doing it outside of when I'm not vending, but it'll definitely be like a custom type order. It won't be something that I put online. I
was going to ask that.
Yeah. So, and that's what's called bud boxes, which is very unique design boxes. And they can have a variety of different things in them. It could be a mug, it could be pen, it could be a makeup pouch, t-shirt. And this comes in the box. Again, they range anywhere from 40 and up, depending upon the items that you are getting in them. So Imani, really quick,
I love that.
who's been a huge inspiration to you, or one of your inspirations as a woman?
Well, before I answer that, I just wanted to say, I really love the bud boxes. I just think that I love that. I was trying to say, but I didn't want to interrupt.
It's okay. It's okay.
I love that. And then even if we didn't know that BUD was an acronym, I think BUD just flows with the spring because
blooming is
buds and blooms in the spring. It just all works together. I was trying not to interrupt.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
But to answer your question, wow, that's such a good question. Who's been you said influential to me or
inspiration? And it could be more than one person. It's Women's History Month. So
I know there are so many even people that I don't know personally, but I follow them.
Yeah.
Because we have similar interests. And, I think I'll generalize this particular area. I'm inspired by seeing those who operate in the same genre field that I am, and they're doing better. I always believe that it's good to look at what people who are doing a little bit better than you, to see what they're doing. And it's just really encouraging, and to see the method.
But my mother is definitely one of my inspirations, and one of my cheerleaders as well. So she's inspired me in a lot of different ways. And as I've gotten older, what's so funny, it's like when you get older, you find out more interesting things about your parents, and
So
you
true.
see why you follow different paths, or you find out, oh my God, I didn't know that you did this too. Or so, my mother wanted to get into hair. My mother is, a fashion icon. Yeah. So there's a lot of different things, that kind of fell from that tree to me. And later on in life, I'm like, wow, okay, I didn't know that. That's where I got that. Oh, okay. So my mother, of course, is my inspiration. And there are other people, like you said, there are different celebrities, Oprah Winfrey, former Lady Michelle Obama. Like, I can go on and on. There are people that inspire me that are entrepreneurs and women that I follow and see, that coach me and mentor me in business, that I really am inspired by and encouraged by, that help me to be better and do bigger and change my way of thinking about what it is I do. So
for sure.
Kudos to those ladies. Kudos to those ladies. Any closing remarks that you want to say before we kind of wrap up and anything?
Well, I just, overall, I had a great time just conversing.
I did too.
Type of collaborations where we can just be ourselves and just talk about things that we really love and enjoy. I think it's really important. You don't really see too much of that on social media. So I really just think it's a great thing, and you just never know who'll be inspired by our chit chats and the things that we have to say. Bring exposure to different gifts and talents. I think I shared with you earlier in the week that not to downplay a hobby, or not to just brush off something that you see as something to just do to pass the time. That particular gift or hobby or talent just might be your way out, or your breakthrough to,
I agree.
Your blessing. That may be your way to connecting you to your purpose.
Awesome. I think that sums it all up.
Listen,
and now that we're at you close, I think Imani summed it up. Imani summed it up best. Taking those hobbies and gifts, and even parents that with us celebrating Women's History Month, that have young girls that are interested in different hobbies and different things. Invest in that. Take time in that to try to make that work for them. That passion that you see when they're at an early age, try to cultivate and help develop that, because that is so important. A lot of times we go to different schools and colleges, and we spend our whole life trying to do what we think is the appropriate corporate America thing to do. And then we get through all of that and we realize that's not really what we wanted to do. So I just admonish you parents that have young women that you're raising to help cultivate, to develop in those areas that you see them taking a liking to, whether it be fashion. You may buy them Barbie dolls, and something about that they want to make little clothing items that they create for that doll. Be attentive to those things.
You never know who you're raising.
You never know who you're raising.
You never know who you're raising. I'm telling you.
I love that. You never. That's a T-shirt for a mom for Mother's Day.
Yeah. Ooh. All right.
You see how these things come about? They just
just by
flesh and blood doesn't reveal things.
Listen, all those who are watching, this is the type of things that we go through all the time. Like, we could just be having a conversation
and something beautiful will come out of it.
Something beautiful will come. I'm telling you, it's just communication. I'm telling you, God is listening. I love it. Never know who you're raising. I'm telling you.
Never know who you're raising.
I don't care if they scratching the wall, they might see art or something. Listen, you don't listen.
Right. I agree with that. So and like Sister Imani said, it's God has made us uniquely, all of us. So it doesn't matter if 1,000 people are doing it. I heard someone say before, I think it was our pastor's daughter, she was mentioning how, you have different lines of lipstick. There are 1,000 people that have different lipsticks, but there's an audience for each. So I may buy MAC. You may buy L'Oreal. Someone else may buy Too Faced,
Right.
Someone else may be CoverGirl person,
Right.
Someone else may like it more high end. So we all, it's really your audience. There's an audience for all of us. Knowing your target audience is important. And so that's a whole nother separate topic, but we just want to applaud our women on Women's History Month, our women that are doing things big, our women that are making and breaking ground in history. In this day and age, we look a lot of times to the past, and we definitely want to do that because that's our foundation, and it helps us to be able to glean from people, and where it's on their backs that we've been able to make it and get to where we are at now as women. But we also celebrate our upcoming women that are doing some major things and making some major moves and marks in society and in this world. And so I think that is it for me. Again, for me, if you want to follow me, you can follow me at Very Unique Designs with a Z, Dezigns. And that is on Facebook. That is on Instagram. Like, share, follow me. I have a YouTube page as well. So you can go on there if you love hymns, like I do, and praise and worship. Look for me there at Laverne S.Berry, and my sister Imani. Let them know where they can find you.
Yes, and likewise, if you would love to follow me, follow my beauty page. It's Imani K.BEAUTY on all platforms. I'm on Instagram. I am on TikTok. Finally, I'm still learning it. Not 100%.
I'm not there yet, but I'll be there soon.
Right. I'm also on Snapchat, and I'm on YouTube. And again, it's Imani, the letter K, Beauty. And if you want to dive a little deeper and learn a little bit more, I have a blog page as well. And it's imanikbeauty.blogspot.com. And of course, we will leave all our information in the description bar down below. And that's pretty much it. Oh, and my bracelets as well. If you're interested in my bracelets, I'll leave that information as well. It's Farfalla Oasis bracelets. So that's pretty much it.
Oh, and my website, I think. Oh, I forgot. I am LaverneSBerry.com, and that's where you can shop online. Anything custom you like to do, you can DM me or inbox me or email me at BUDEZIGNS@gmail.com. And you can find that also on my website. So thank you all for watching this
Thank you guys for visiting us. We hope you enjoyed us today.
Yes. Thank you for watching Beauty and Lifestyle Inspiration. Yes. Thank you. Until next time.
See you guys. Thank you for joining.
Here we go.